You know that person who always seems to be in the right place at the right time? They get all the opportunities, they meet all the right people, and it feels like they have the Midas touch. What if I told you that it's not luck? You've been lied to your entire life about how opportunity actually works. Luck isn't magic. It's not random. It's not the universe picking favorites. It's a way of life. And once you understand it, you can engineer your own luck on demand. Here's what everyone gets wrong about luck. When we look at these people online, we might think, wow, how did they do it? They were at the right place at the right time, they got the right connection, and it just worked for them. And you see this pattern quite often. You see as if it's almost copy and pasted and repeated across all of these successful individuals. And for most people, they will sit here and say, they just got lucky. So I know you might be asking, if luck isn't random, why are some people lucky while others aren't? So let me tell you what most people are doing wrong. Let's be real for a second. Here's the reason you're not getting the opportunities that you want. Problem one is you don't control the controllable variables. Your mindset, your action, your environment. Most people look at people who have succeeded and say, just because they're luckier than I am, I'm not gonna take any action. I'm not gonna put my foot in front of the other. I'm just gonna accept my life for what it is because I'm not lucky. Whereas the successful individuals take every single variable within their control and make the most of it. They make sure that their mind is working in their favor, that their environment allows their actions to take place in a way that's gonna benefit them. They maximize their inputs to increase the likelihood of a returned output. Unsuccessful people focus on external things outside of their control. So if you can begin to switch that and focus on the internal, on the input, you will see more opportunity within your life. Problem number two is that most people overthink everything. They suffer from paralysis analysis and wait for the perfect time to try and take action. But success loves speed. The universe wants to express itself as soon as possible. So when people are staying slow and stagnant, waiting, they're never going to express that at a speed in which it's going to be aligned with the universe. We need to come to the understanding that the universe is always seeking expansion and abundance, meaning that it wants to expand, it wants to grow as quick as possible, as big as possible. So if you can contribute to that and take action as quick as possible, test vigorously and see what works and just keep growing, you'll find success 10 times easier than the next person. Waiting for the right opportunity is never the case. I know people in my personal life who are still waiting to this day to take action. And they've been talking about building a business, going after their goals, whatever the case is, for years and years now, but nothing has changed. And waiting for that perfect moment will only keep you waiting. That's it. Whereas if you at least put one foot in front of the other and take action, the worst possible outcome is you learn or you grow, a blessing or a lesson. And eventually that opportunity will fall into your lap. Problem number three is that people don't feel they deserve success. What we need to understand is that our subconscious, which is the deeper part of our brain, is in direct control of 95% of what we do, how we feel, and the actions that we take. So if deep down we have beliefs that we don't deserve success, we will self-sabotage at a level that is not aware to us. We will go throughout our day and unconsciously sabotage in areas of our life that we would want to benefit in, which is funny to say because people want success. They want people to see them as a successful individual. They want to see them as confident, but then they don't even feel any of those things within themselves. They don't believe they deserve success, but they want everyone else to believe in them. They don't even feel that they're confident, but they want everyone else to see them as confident. You need to back you before anyone else does. And problem number four is that most people aren't prepared. And what I mean by this is not consistently preparing for every single potential opportunity or outcome, but just understand the less prepared you are means that you're less likely to be ready for when an opportunity falls in your lap. So take the initiative, think ahead, plan stuff out so you can increase the likelihood of finding opportunities in your life and taking advantage of them. A lot of people say that if only I had an opportunity in my life right now, then everything would change. But they're not even the version of them. They can't even take the right action in order to see the result with that opportunity. Because luck isn't random. It's a formula, and I'm gonna teach you how you can engineer it. Here is my 3-pillar formula to engineering luck. Pillar one, volume beats chance. People take a few shots and wonder why nothing has worked. Lucky people take hundreds of shots until they find the right one. It's basic maths. The more attempts mean more opportunities and more eventual luck. It's like that quote from Michael Jordan that he's taken 9,000 plus shots, he's lost however many games, and that because he failed over and over and over again, that's why he succeeded in basketball. And quote me if I'm wrong here, but he also said, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. This is a hyper successful athlete who's been at the top echelon of the game. And he's telling you firsthand, the only reason that he became ultra successful was because he took more shots, he had more fuck ups, he failed more times than anyone else. And that is the one trait that I see with every successful individual is trial and error. They're willing to do 100% of the work and withstand any pain with seeing zero result. And if it completely fails, that's fine. They've removed their pride. Don't allow pride to get in the way of your ability to find success in life. Don't allow negative thoughts like, oh, what is this person going to think of me? I've changed this, I've done that. You just need to shoot more times in order to get more opportunities and get more lucky. Pillar 2 is preparation precedes luck. Luck equals preparation plus opportunity. Most people work on the opportunity, but the real work is in the preparation. Imagine the world's best business got placed in your lap. You were in control of it, but you weren't prepared to take on the responsibilities, the obligations, and the tasks that needed to be done for the business. So you've been given the golden opportunity, but you are not prepared to withstand that task. And what would happen is the business would plummet from being at the top to who knows where. So sometimes it's not all about the opportunity. You need to be prepared so that when the right opportunity comes, you will smash it and make the most of it. Pillar 3, act as if and it will be so. Your identity determines your ability to find luck in your life. So if you don't see yourself as someone who gets opportunities, you won't. Lucky people act as if success is inevitable and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And this is a common trait that I see with the best compared to the rest, and that is that the best always believed that they were already successful a long time before they ever saw a real level of success, whereas the rest kind of fixate on their lack. And I covered this in my previous video in regards to light fraction. Humans can only see 0.0035% of all visible light in an electromagnetic field. When we understand this, we can understand that there is more unseen than there is seen in terms of energy, in terms of what's going on around us. Yet as humans, we fixate on the ego's games. We fixate on our sight, our touch, our hearing, our smell, our taste, and we believe that that is all there is to life. And we limit ourselves to thinking, I'm not successful, I'm not where I want to be, I'm unlucky, nothing good happens to me, just because we fixate on what we're currently experiencing. But we need to understand that everything that's happening to us physically is the realm of effect. The realm of cause is within the mind. So whatever we're experiencing externally is just the effect of whatever we've caused internally. And that's why these hyper successful individuals are successful today, because they told themselves and they believed that they already were successful a very long time ago. Your mind is either your biggest asset or your worst enemy. It's either helping you get to your dream life or holding you back to where you are right now. So that's the formula. Increase the volume, get prepared, and act as if it's already done. I know it sounds simple, but if you apply these 3 steps into your life, you will see a massive change and you'll find that opportunity starts coming to you in ways that you never saw before. And here's what happens when you start doing this. You stop seeing yourself as someone that things happen to, and you become someone who makes things happen. And that identity shift right there will change everything. And the truth is, lucky people aren't lucky, they're strategic. They've engineered the conditions where opportunities have no choice but to show up. And now you know how to do the same. So now go out there and engineer your own luck. I hope you found this video valuable. If you have any questions or you want me to cover any other topics in my future videos, feel free to leave them in the comments. But like always, I'll see you in the next one.